All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And in this lesson, I'm pretty much going to go into the famine of the word, pretty much how this truth is going to really be hidden, all right, hidden from the rest of the people of this world, all right, because they have neglected and misused and mocked, all right, and took advantage of the prophets of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, speaking of Apostle Harlan Down, which have been out there diligently, day in and day out, warning you people of the coming dangers that getting ready to happen to this planet Earth. Okay, going into Jeremiah 20:8. Okay, prophesying of war, pestilence, all right, and famine. Pretty much destruction. All right, telling you people, specifically our people, or you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to get right, because the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to make great judgment. Okay, and the rest of you heathens, all right, we're going to be, not regarded in this time to come, right? Because you've never been, all right. And here I have some quotes. All right, the first man at the top, all right, his name is Aeschylus, all right, and he is a tragedian, meaning he's a writer of tragedies, right? And this is one of his quotes, and it's hilarious because so-called America is getting ready to be written. It already is written. Forgive me. So-called America is already written tragedy that this place is going to be destroyed. All right, being Babylon the Great. All right, so here's the quote: "In war, truth is the first casualty." All right, and the man below, all right, he quotes, all right, the same exact quote from this man Aeschylus. All right, truth, it has been said, is the first casualty of war. All right, and right now in 2019, all right, we're in a time of war. If you have not been watching the news or paying attention or have any a clue of what is going on around you, all right, this place is heading into a third world war. All right, and with war on the horizon, which war is already here, okay, you can see certain things like trade wars and tit for tat, tactics done by these nations, okay, with so-called America being a bully that it is. All right, these nations are getting sick and tired of so-called America's nonsense, okay, and this is prophesied in the scriptures. All right, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai's hands. The whole world has drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. All right, they're tired of this poison, all right, that the so-called white man Esau Edom has been putting out throughout the four corners of the earth, all right, deceiving the nations and making them drink, all right, drink of their philosophies, okay, democracy, homosexuality, okay, so on and so forth, okay, and for that case, all right, the so-called white man has built up himself a case that he cannot withhold, okay. There's not going to be no retrial, okay. The so-called white man Esau Edom is guilty as charged, and this place is getting ready to be destroyed with thermonuclear missiles, okay. But going into the lesson of the famine of the world, in war, truth is the first casualty, okay. We are in a time of wars. We are in the last days, okay. What Yahushua warned us in Matthew 24th chapter: you shall hear wars and rumors of wars, okay. It's no longer a rumor that the world is heading into a third world war, and most importantly, because this is biblical prophecy, okay. These nations are all going to shoot their missiles at so-called America, okay. And in the midst of that, the elect of Yahweh Shemel Shai are going to get beamed up, and going into that war in heaven. All right, the Heavenly Father is going to send His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai to make war in righteousness and take the crowns of the rulers of this world. All right, establish the kingdom of heaven here on this earth. Okay, but hear me get my first precept that I've written down through the Spirit. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1 and I'll move on down to the point. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. All right. So there's a time, and there's a set time and season and purpose for everything under heaven. Okay. And I'm gonna go down to the 8th verse. All right. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. All right. We are clearly in a time of war. All right. Again, if you've been paying attention what's going on throughout the world and here on the soil of so-called America, all right, we're in a time of war, all right, of great evil, okay. You can see the so-called white man, all right, he's making up, trying to make up a case against you Israelites, okay, specifically you Hebrew Israelites, calling you black Israelites, okay, going into this quote, the way of here, I'm gonna read it again, in war, truth is the first casualty, okay, so going into Esau's propaganda, okay, his false flags, his fake news, all right? He's going to make it to a point where you cannot get access to the truth, okay? And ultimately, the Lord's going to do that, okay? Because the Lord's already doing that now, okay? Here we are in plain sight, day in and day out, on the YouTube, on the highways and byways, week in and week out, speaking of Apostle on down, for decades, warning you people of this time to come, okay? Bringing out the same precepts, reiterating the same things over and over again to try to screw something in your minds to click. All right, speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, that's what the scriptures say. Blessed are your ears for they hear and your eyes for they see. Okay, it is a gift to be able to understand these things. Okay, and you're going to see how precious this truth is when the Lord shuts up the doors. Okay, he shuts access to this truth. Okay, to the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because Isaiah 33:6 tells you wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. All right, and the strength of salvation. All right, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, you people are getting ready to learn the fear of the Lord the hard way. Okay, because you thought this was lollygagging time of playing around. All right, it's thinking you just see men out here. Okay, yeah, we are men in the flesh. All right, but in the spirit, we're at one with our power being Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, and we're in a time of war. Okay, Esau is getting ready to pull the plug on YouTube. You can see in all his legislations, and he's trying to pull the plug on the information. He hates the internet. He wished the internet was never invented. Okay, and that goes to one of the snares of the so-called white man. He's fallen by his own devices. Okay, and ultimately going to be those thermonuclear missiles. Okay, let me get the precept. It's Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, the way of truth is going to be hidden. Okay, and that tells you in 2 Ezra 5th chapter, okay, in the first verse, all right, which I'll get, all right, but nonetheless, all right, the Lord is going into the days of Noah. All right, we're heading into the same times as the days of Noah, but this time the world is not going to be flooded by water, but by scorching heat, by fire, okay, via these thermonuclear missiles. Okay, the Lord has been, speaking of Apostle on down, he's been building a spiritual ark, okay, a spiritual ark, and so that in the times we're heading into, all right, the elect have a secret place to hide, okay, and the secret place is this truth, okay, and the scripture, Yahushua said, the truth shall set you free, all right, but truth, there's only one truth, okay, and the truth is in the Holy Scriptures, all right, and again, going into times of Noah, this time we're going to get beamed up by what the world ignorantly calls UFOs, all right, being the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, but continuing verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shem Shai, and shall not find it. All right, exactly, because why? The word is with men, all right, with his men to be exactly, okay, but when the Lord tells his prophets, all right, it's time's up, okay, you're not going to see us on the highways and byways, you're not going to see videos being put up on our YouTube, okay, it's time to get out of here, okay, so if you missed the ship, you missed the ship, okay, if you missed your ride, you missed the ride, all right, but nonetheless, the elect, all right, Lord's will be part of that number, all right, and Lord's will, you are also listening are part of that number, all right, we have a time, all right, that we're heading into is going to be what the scriptures say, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom Most High, but nonetheless, we're going to be safe. Why? Because we endured unto the end, okay, we took this thing seriously, all right, and wholeheartedly followed after Yahweh Shem Shai, all our heart, mind, body, and soul, okay, to the best of our ability, rehearsing the righteous acts, okay, obedience, ultimately, all right, through the fear of the Lord, we've been persuaded, okay, and, by faith, fear and faith, okay, faith and works, however you want to token it, okay, we're in this fold ultimately because the Lord predestinated us to receive salvation, okay, and the rest of you people that are left here are going to be destroyed, okay, one way or another, going to that TV show on Spike, 1,000 Ways to Die, okay, that's your business, okay, because you took this for granted, you took this liberty as a time for you to get it by any means, okay, see this life as a pastime, the market for gain, all right, you want to be somebody in this world, so be it, okay, you're going to be destroyed with this world, okay, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is not going to feel bad for you, nor shall his men, all right, it tells you we're going to laugh at your calamity, okay, because you chose not to fear the Lord. Okay. And, going into this truth, okay, going into what Yahushua said in John 17, the chapter, sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is truth. Okay. What Isaiah 55:6 tells you, seek the Lord Yahweh Shai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Okay. People think this thing of ours is just some type of wave or a trend, or no, this is serious business. Okay. And Scripture say we prophesy in part. We hardly halfway know what the hell be going on sometimes. Okay, but nonetheless, we understand the great danger, and how serious the times we're in. Okay, and saying that, we have to cleave onto Yahweh Bashem Shai even more tighter and tighter as the days pass, because it's not getting better, it's getting worse. Okay, ultimately it is going to get better, but it has to get worse first, and that's the time we're heading into. All right, coming into persecution. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay. The hour of temptation, all right, the mark of the beast, okay, going in the famine. You people have no idea, okay, what's heading your way, and that's your fault because you neglected this truth, okay. And ultimately, the Lord blinded you. He didn't want you anyways, okay. So that's for me. I say to myself that I can't take this for granted, okay. Because again, we're in the flesh. You get lackadaisical. You go through the motions. You just want to, just let the days go by, okay. But you have to, like, what is that saying? Seize the day, okay. I forgot. A carpe diem. Okay, I remember in English class in high school, she always had that on the board. Seize the day. All right, take advantage righteously. All right, feed yourself. With this knowledge. Okay, get the oil. Okay, because again, we're coming to a time where this is going to be shut up. Okay, whatever you got is what you're rocking with. And yes, you're gonna have to ride with. Okay, so make sure. Again, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Make sure you have what you need. All right, to be able to abide and survive in these times we're heading into. Okay, and ultimately the Spirit of the Lord has to be on you, or you're not going to make it. Okay, so let's see where I'm gonna get this. I'll get it. Zechariah 7, Zechariah chapter 7, and verse 11. But they refused to hearken, and pulled away the shoulder, and stopped their ear, that they should not hear. Hear who? Hear the Lord's servants, the prophets. Okay, which is the words of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, he sends his servants, the prophets, to come down here and usher out his word. Okay, and pretty much the job of the prophets is just be a mouthpiece. Okay, and the Lord's the one that does the sealing, and the Lord's the one that does the condemning. Okay, we're just spokesmen, messengers. Okay, but nonetheless, we're an extension of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, and you people take advantage. All right, this is verse 12. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone. Okay, hard-headed. Okay, going into our people, rebellious, stiff-necked. Okay, continuing, at least they should hear the law and the words which the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts have sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Exactly. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts, and that's getting ready to happen. Great wrath. Okay, read Malachi the 4th chapter. Okay, the first couple verses. Okay, the day is coming where this place is going to burn as an oven. Okay, and all the wicked, all they that do wickedly shall be as stubble. Okay, not a root nor a branch is going to be left here in this place. Okay, so if you're not beamed up, all right, you're going to be left to these thermonuclear missiles. That's even if you get that far. Okay, so this is verse 13. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried and they would not hear, so they cried and I would not hear, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai of hosts. Okay, because right now the Lord is crying unto you. Okay, crying unto you through who? Through his servants, the prophets. Okay, whether you want to believe it or not, that's up to you. Okay, and ultimately it's up to the Lord, but discernment. Okay, you have to have proper discernment to see who are the men of the Lord and who are not. Okay, and that's a gift. Again, because the Lord only wants who he wants. Okay, and that's that. Okay, but let me close out here. This is second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as coming the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number. Okay, great destruction. All right, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Okay, that's why Yahushua said, when I return, shall I find faith on the earth? Okay, because that's how bad it's going to be out here. Okay, but of course, the Lord's sheep, which heard his voice, all right, he is going to receive them, all right, in the clouds, all right, via these what the world again ignorantly calls UFOs being the chariots of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, but here the truth shall be hidden. Okay, it's not going to be accessible. Okay, and you're asked out. Okay, this verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. Okay, people say the world's crazy now. All right, everything's fucked up. Okay, but the world is still, so to say, intact. Okay, ultimately because it's preserved for fire. Okay, it tells you that in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. But there's still laws intact. Okay, it's still, so to say, a structured society. Okay, like the Joker said, people are only as good as the world allows them to be. Okay, and when we're coming into the time we're heading to now, all right, being a lawless world, okay, anarchy, all right, that purge spirit, okay, sedition among men, okay, meaning uprisings against civil authorities, meaning governments, okay, people are going to turn into their true nature, being the damn devils that they are, the murderers, the adulterers, all right, so on and so forth, okay, and these people are going to eat each other alive, like the Joker said, when the push comes to shove or something to that extent, all right, these people will literally eat each other, okay, and that's what they're getting ready to do, all right, cannibalism, all right, so on and so forth, okay, and people hear these things and they walk past, like going into the fear, okay, nothing registers in their brain, they got a peanut brain in there, okay, it's hollow, okay, and everything just bounces back off, all right, in through one ear and out the other, okay. And that's on them. All right, but that's the majority of people in this world, and don't be surprised, okay, when judgment starts rolling out, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai is sick and tired of the people of this world. Okay, and so are we. Okay. But I'll read again, 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. Okay, it's gonna be absolutely a jungle out here. Okay, everybody for themselves. All right, and so on and so forth. Okay, of course, the Lord has his sanctuary. Okay, them who he's gonna protect. Okay, that is predestined. All right, to be safe in these times to come. All right, they're gonna be all right. All right, but unless we're still gonna have to go through some things. Okay, and that's why pretty much the trial of our faith is on the line. Okay, when we just read, "In the land shall be barren of faith, Yahushua said, shall I find faith on the earth?" All right, the trial of our faith is on the line. All right, the trial of our obedience, okay, the trial of our integrity, okay, so on and so forth, okay, the trial, because ultimately, again, the Lord has to try us and refine us, and we're coming into our last test, okay, the hour of temptation, all right, all these things that we've been learning, all right, and going through, our ultimate test for each and every one of us is approaching, okay, our hour, all right, and of course, we pray the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai have put the Spirit on us to endure. Okay, because we understand the reward that is at the end of this. Okay, we're not here because we just want to participate. No, we want to win. We want to conquer. Okay, and we are more than conquerors. All right, with Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, because we already have the victory if we hold fast to what we have, being this truth. Okay, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 3. In the land that thou seest now to have root, shalt thou see wasted suddenly. Okay, and that's talking about specifically, all right, of course, it's going to be other destructions all around the world, but it's talking about so-called America being Babylon the Great, okay, this rulership of the wicked, okay, if you want to put it all together, the rulership of the wicked is going to be rooted out, okay, speaking of you so-called white men, women, and children, okay, and the other heathen nations, all right, all you getting ready to be rooted out of your rulership, okay, because the things you have done to the Lord's people, the things you have done directly to the Lord, okay, the day of vengeance, okay, the time of revenge, all right, is coming, okay, and you people are going to be greatly ashamed, okay, especially when you see the Lord's elect getting beamed up into those chairs and you being stuck here to be destroyed, okay, but that's the point of the lesson, the way of truth is getting ready to be hidden, and that just tells you, hey, it's high time to wake up out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than we believe, okay, any moment in time the Lord can click this thing and we're moving and we're out of here, okay, so and that's why I could always tell you about keeping watch, because we don't know when the Lord's going to return. Okay. But with the signs and we're almost out here. Okay. So Lord's willing to be edifying. As always, want to give our praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.